Hi guys, welcome back to the second video from the APF show. Don't worry guys, I'm still going to get Josh in it, but currently at the moment what we're going to do is we're going to use this Sani 8-ton excavator with the wrong grab on it, I know, so don't call me out on that, it's just what was fitted to it. And we're going to lift up the log that's in the background here, in the background. We'll lift it up, get it on the log, get it on the mill, and we're going to mill some 50-inch, 18-inch wide slabs up. So let's go. Let's go, Josh. Okay guys, as promised, I said I was going to get Josh Ince from the Norwood branch in North America. He will tell you what he is, what he does. He'll also tell you, how the company's moving forward. But I thought it was a great opportunity to have a collaboration with Josh, because he's been so invaluable to me whilst we've been here for the last 2 days, hasn't it, so far? Yeah. And having his expertise, having his knowledge and his focus has been great. It really has. But not only that, he's going to listen to another customer, which again he'll find out his role. He's going to listen to another customer, i.e. me, and find out what I'm figuring out, what are my experiences, my impressions of the Norwood brand is, and Frontier, of course. So yeah, I'm just going to come back a bit into the shop and something like that. So yeah, Josh, obviously great to have you here. I know it's like 2 days in now, but
it's great.
You're a great guy, end of, period, right? I've enjoyed your company.
Ditto.
Oh, thank you. So if you could just tell our great viewers what you do and your position in the company.
Great. Hello everybody, I'm Josh Ince, and I'm the Director of Sales and Customer Service at Norwood, as well as our international dealer support network. So that keeps us busy all day long with our 3 teams that are there to look after the customers.
So I'm under the umbrella of Global Machinery Solutions currently. So I've bought my mill through them, but my mills through them, and Andy Dudley, who I've spoke highly of in the past, deals directly with yourself.
That's correct.
And your sales team to get the product from Canada.
Yes, Canada.
From Canada to the UK. We are Global are buying, a good amount of stock to keep up with the demand of customers.
Correct, and that's one of the things we try to maintain all the time is stock. So Global is by far one of the best dealers we work with to share the importance of stock. So So balancing container loads to keep freight costs down, and then keeping up with customer demand is how we can both be in stock at all times.
Of course.
Keep fast.
And you know, there's something about having stock already available. It makes a big difference to a customer, because we know that the other orange brand or the other red brand, whatever you call it, you have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks, maybe months, maybe up to more than a year, and that is just not on. Now, is there a difference of why they're taking so long in production as opposed to what Norwood and Frontier are offering in terms of how fast you could get the product from you?
I don't think I'm qualified to speak about how the competitors' ins and outs are, but what I can say is our product lends itself to being able to keep the right stuff in stock because it's flat pack. It's modular.
Which you guys have seen. I'm lying if I said there was 3,000 parts, there may have been 4,000 parts with nuts and bolts in this pack.
That's right.
It certainly is daunting when you get these pallets and it's full of boxes, and you start laying these boxes out and think, nah, I'll leave that till tomorrow. It really is daunting. But we were talking about this yesterday, about the assembly of these mills now. So there's a possibility, like with Global Machinery Solutions, Andy does offer a assembly package, so it's already pre-built for the customer.
Come down to the depot, pick it up from Andy.
He does ship as well. He will ship like a low loader, a flatbed, but obviously that is at the buyer's cost. You're doing the similar thing in America, in North America, and so to maybe offer different levels of assembly. Is that's the way that you're looking towards going?
Exactly. We're experimenting with seeing how we can help make sure our customers who want to take on an assembly challenge and want to roll their sleeves up, have a weekend of fun putting it together, but then
weekend.
Yeah. Wow. Depends how many you put together.
True. So the average Joe like me, 5-6 days. Be prepared.
Yeah.
But if you've done plenty of them, yes. Yeah.
And just exploring what the customers want is some partial pre-assemblies, maybe some full assembly. So we've been experimenting this year with ways to make it easier for the customer.
And it depends on what your time is worth to each individual person as well.
Yeah.
If you can't spare 5 days to assemble a mill, it may be worth giving the money and getting that assembly done.
And
because time is money at the end of the day.
Exactly. And then we also like to rely on, there's a large network of Norwood owners who assemble on the side as a part-time business. So we like to make sure our customers, whether we do the assembly or there's assembly available in a customer's area, we want to make sure they know about it. To your point, if there isn't enough time in the day to get it done, somebody else can do it.
There's some support there for it. Yeah, exactly.
That's
Excellent.
Right.
So whilst I've had Josh here, really grilled him, and I've given some negative feedback as well, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've not held back at all, guys.
No.
I've been truthful, I've been honest, upfront and open. I said, the support network for Norwood owners and Frontier owners is been lacking, but I can see it improving. And you were saying the company's took a different approach since 2 years ago, shall we say? So you were mentioning that, weren't you? So if you were, they're trying to listen, aren't you? You're
Always
engaging now.
That's right. Listening to the customers and acting on every little piece of advice in some way. It's going to be part of a future project. It's going to be part of a quick action project we need to take right now, or it's part of an emergency. All stop. We got to fix that.
Yeah.
The team has been restructured to have the time to read the feedback, listen to the feedback, take the phone calls, and channel it up to the people that can get action done quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
the most important thing we can do.
And if anybody is on the Norwood Facebook page, everybody knows Kelly from Norwood Sawmills.
Shout out to Kelly.
Shout out to Kelly, right? Because she sees them comments and there you go, she's instant.
Well,
and you've just been saying about that.
That's right, and that's a great example of how that works. Is Kelly's one of our many people who are combing the social media or the website chat pages and quarterbacking those problems to the right people. So our technical team will handle a lot of those, because a lot of times it's assembly issues or it's tensioning problems. and we don't try to bounce it around. It's just the case is
direct to the
directly assigned to the person who can get it done. And you know what? Reaching out to people is still a challenge today.
Yes.
Everybody gets too many phone calls on their phones, too many emails in their inbox. So we religiously try to email, text, and call.
Yeah.
Even when we're reaching out to somebody to say, hey, we have a solution for you.
Okay.
And the reason is one of the biggest feedback through the COVID times was, you can never get on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, it's a challenge because, if we have too much inbound calls, it goes to the queue. We try to call people back. They're at work. So we try not to give up.
Yes.
Email, text, phone. Email, text, phone until we get to the person because it's that important.
Right, good.
Yeah.
Good. Because just like the Norwood community page, that's exactly where it is. It's a community of other owners.
Yeah.
And then the owners have got their experience, and they may be able to shed the light on how to do it before a member of Norwood gets in touch with them.
100%.
And I think that is very important. It's very crucial for a first timer that somebody could shed light and say it's easier to do it this way, or don't do that, do this, before a member of the team, i.e. Kelly, or I don't know who else there is because I don't see anyone else other than Kelly.
Right.
But I'm sure there's more. But the other experienced owners can react a little bit quicker.
100%.
And that information might be easier to digest more than a ticket raised with Norwood.
It could be easier to digest, but it also could be more timely because our people need to sleep. And it's a 24-hour world. So the beautiful thing about our Norwood owners and our Frontier owners and our Facebook pages and our social groups is everybody's, as you said earlier, family, looking out to support each other.
Yeah.
We're so proud of our customers who jump in to say, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that?
Absolutely.
And it's 90% of the time right bang on. It's the same thing we would have said, but they got it out early.
Yep.
Well, Kelly was sleeping. So it's
listen, we are human at the end of the day, guys.
Exactly.
We all work differently. We are all corners of the earth.
Yep.
It's global. I mean, where is your main sales? Would you say UK, Europe, North America, Canada?
It's we're a global,
everywhere.
Global corporation. Yep.
Okay, so like what Josh had just said there. We might have a problem at 2 a.m. in the morning. But for these guys, it might be all right. It might be mid-afternoon or late at night. You just don't have it. But somebody is always on social media.
Always.
If you're in them groups.
Yeah.
So I was saying, you need to start. Not so much start, but you need to start. Yeah, I've said it again. You need to start being more engaging and seeing and appreciating and giving the feedback back to the people who are asking, why is this like this, or this could be better, and things like that. And I think you are taking it on board now, from what I'm seeing on social media, and I think that is very important. I did mention to you, Josh, Woodland Mills' page has got a very, and their sales, the company as a whole is taking on board what people are doing with their mills. And they're actually implementing that quickly.
That's right.
Far too quickly. It's like, oh, that is actually a better idea.
Yep.
Instead, right, like you said, stop the production line. Let's improve this now. So I think you guys are definitely getting there as well. You've took on board a lot of stuff that we've talked about on my 38. There's been a little bit. There
are a few gremlins today that we've
had
got
gremlins.
Yeah,
I tell you what, if this was on video today, you would have seen us down more than up.
But we still got a lot of wood cut.
We got a lot of wood cut, but we have experienced and learned the mill a lot more.
Absolutely.
Intimately.
Yep.
Intimately. So whilst I've had Josh here, I've been talking about what you got coming in the future. Now you can't say a lot of stuff.
Right. Sworn to secrecy.
It's the secret handshakes and the winks and then elbow nods. But you said there's some exciting stuff coming eventually, right?
Yes.
So I haven't spoke to you about this yet because I was waiting for this to be on camera.
Oh, right.
Okay, right. So Woodvisor the enemy have a board edger.
Our fun competitor. It's a great.
Yeah, we're all friendly
That's
family.
Right.
Yeah. They have the board edger.
Yes.
Right. The twin board edger with the gas engine, petrol engine, or electric version. When is Norwood going to come out with the board edger?
That's a great question.
Because I would buy one.
Excellent.
I would buy one. I have so many flitches left behind at home that I just cannot be bothered resawing. I hate resawing. It's the worst part of owning a mill.
Yep.
Oh, and obviously the slab pile. So I would like a board edger. And I'm like, why have you not pursued that? Is there a reason?
Mostly. Go ahead, sorry.
Is there a reason? Because the Wood-Mizer board edger is expensive. But if you could bring that down into like a frontier spec, I think it would fly out.
That's a great point you bring up. And you know what, when you say, why haven't we done it? Well, there's a couple of things that drive our innovative process.
Okay.
It's one, what can we do that's actually innovative? We don't want to just copy.
Of course.
So, you know, you got to look at what's on the market. You got to listen to the customers. You've got to come up with something a little bit better.
Yes. Yeah.
So
something that gives you the edge over the competitor.
It does, but it also fits our brand. Our brand is meant to be the thing you need is right there when you reach for it, or it works exactly how it should. You didn't have to do anything to make it work. So as all that ideation goes into any product development,
of course,
we want to know what can we do next. So edges on the roadmap.
So that may well be, and we've talked about this, but there's a fuzzy think tank board thing going on where nothing's down in stone.
No.
And you know, that may well be on there, but not in the priority list, maybe. I don't know. Or they've got the boffins back at Norwood going, how can we make that board edger better?
Right. How do we make it better?
So
customer feedback is so important on all of the ideas that are in the funnel. And that's sometimes what trumps something else, is when somebody comes up with an idea or a need and go, we can implement that quicker. So ideation and innovation is what got us to where we are in this marketplace. It's what's going to keep us going in the future.
So, you know, you've got to weigh up what you're going for in a mill, because there's Woodland Mills, there's Logosol, there's Wood-Mizer. Who else would you say was in your competitor range? I think that's pretty much covers them.
Globally, those are the ones.
Yeah.
As we get regionally, there's 4 or 5 other really good competitors to compete with. They all have their neat little twist on the mill.
Sure.
But
so what I was going on to say with that was, you've got a lot of patents on these mills over other mills, haven't you?
Yes.
And I talk to a lot of potential customers, and a lot of people passing by and they're going, why should I buy a Norwood over a Woodland Mills? And I'll say, well, for one, the crank handle is infinitely adjustable. We were talking about this earlier.
The auto
it's not in a detent, so that it only goes down in increments of whatever that is actually machined to. So the auto locking is infinitely adjustable. You know, you've got auto lube system as well, which was that yours to start with?
That was a patent of ours.
Patent of yours. So you know, the auto lube system is great. It saves the water, and I mean, we know about the taps, so the auto lube kind of gets rid of that. But you know, there's a lot of things that you see on these mills that, you know, all right, they look like a mill, they look like Woodland Mills, they look like Wood-Mizer, but they aren't. And each one is unique and individual to the next competitor.
Absolutely.
It's great to see different. Yeah.
And to those points, that's why it's so important to be at shows like this. We encourage customers to always be looking on our websites, our dealers' websites, because if you can come out, you can crank the mill, you can use the mill,
absolutely,
you'll feel those differences.
There's nothing like first-hand experience 100%. When it comes to buying something.
That's right.
We can all window shop online, but getting that hands-on,
you got to feel it.
You've got to. So I didn't come and see the OS27 because it was during lockdown.
Yes, COVID.
During COVID. So, but I just went for it, and I was like, we'll make it work. And then bugger me, less than 2 years later, we've got the HT38 that's behind us. So, you know, but that was because I ran a 38 on this very stand 2 years ago.
Good.
And I fell in love.
Well, you see, that's the power of our Frontier brand, is if you're not quite sure you want to mill, or if you're not sure what you're going to do with the pile, it's a very affordable way to get in.
Absolutely.
Our OS18 is, you know, a very good entry level
That
mill.
could fit in my arse pocket, guys. I mean, I've got a big arse, so there we go, you know, it could fit in there. But that OS18, is cute, isn't it?
Yeah, and it rolls away, stows in the garage. You
Yep.
can hide it from the rest of your family if you don't want them to use it. But the point is it lets you explore, cut,
Yes.
see, open up a log. There's nothing, we've been talking about this all week. There's nothing better than open up a log and seeing the grain pattern.
Absolutely.
And if you do that for a little while, then you step up to maybe a bigger mill.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've really covered every aspect of beginner, just wanting to dip the toe in sawmilling,
Yeah.
right up to the up to a professional status.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. Is there anything that's coming up that you can tell us that's exciting to look forward to?
What can I tell you? Well, we're excited that our CE and UKCA approval process is just about finished.
Okay.
For the 4-axis blade guide upgrade to the HD36.
Yes.
So you already reap the benefits of the 4-axis blade guide.
Yes.
But that'll now come backwards compatible to all of our HD36 V2, V1, and to some extent the LM30 owners.
Excellent.
And that just gives them more control of that blade. You can lead the blade, you can put some down pressure on the blade.
So you guys in America have already got the 4-axis
Yes.
blades,
right.
blade guides. So you guys already know that, but yes, in the UK and Europe we haven't got that yet.
Nope, just because you got to get through the approval process. So
Because we have terrible laws, guys. We are not as lax as the Americans and Canadians, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Anything else? Or
that's
can't
all
you
I'm
say-
at liberty to say now.
I'm all liberty to say.
You're gonna get in trouble here.
I plead the fifth now, dear.
That's
Right, there we
right,
go.
that's right.
But no, what else we got, Josh? I think we covered a lot of stuff there,
I think we did. Yeah.
You know, it's been great having you here. You know, and I've talked openly with you about people that I watch on YouTube and Instagram about their mills.
That's
So,
right.
you know, we're talking Bearwoods, which is in Canada.
Yeah, Washington State.
Washington State, sorry. We'll see you
Got
tonight. We're talking about Tony's tractor
Yep.
Right.
Out of Tennessee.
out in Tennessee. We're talking about Jerry Bigelow. Hi, Jerry. Sorry, not Jerry Beaumay from Bigelow Woodcraft. He's got an OS27 there. He's modified so much.
I can't wait to
Yeah,
learn more
yep,
about
you're
this.
going to have to see.
Yep.
Yeah, he's Acme threaded his whole mill, so it's
That's
not on
Awesome.
the wires anymore. He's automated his full process. So
That's awesome.
Jerry, he's going to definitely check you out. Trust me, I'll make him. Otherwise, we'll drink more beers tonight. We'll have one for you. You know, so it's really good to see other people with their mills, isn't it?
It is 100%.
And
How
what
everybody,
they do with them.
yeah, how everybody tweaks it, MacGyvers it. That's what the heart of our existence is.
Exactly. It's-
Everybody tuning the mill the way they need it to work.
Yeah,
So-
you know, and seeing that spurs me on. But not only spurs me on, it would spur you guys on if it's a good idea.
Oh, absolutely.
You have already said.
We routinely reach out to people who may come up with a good idea, and we'll say, "Hey, let's work together on that."
Yep, let's
and
collab that one.
Make it into something bigger.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that's why they're listening now. You know, not now, but they're listening. You're listening more.
Both ears open.
Yep. See, that's from the horse's mouth. But no, Josh, thank you very much. If
Oh,
I've missed anything,
Nick, thank you.
I'm sure I'll get you
Pleasure.
before. But if anybody has anything, can you reach out to you, or do you want to reach out to the Norwood team in themselves?
You can reach out to me.
Okay.
You can reach out to the Norwood team. You can
Yep.
ping us on Facebook. You can hit us on our website.
There you go.
You can talk to Andy here in the UK.
Yeah, so
Andy's the
UK,
king.
obviously,
So-
yeah, and he is the king of Norwood and Frontier. But you know, it's like anything though, we've talked about this again as well. Service after service is
That's
key.
so important.
It's so important, and if you don't have it, you may as well have just chucked your money away.
Mhm.
Because if you don't have that support basis afterwards, it is really, really
Yeah,
shocking.
you're left out on a limb.
But Andy's brilliant. I'm seeing the feedback of you guys in the States. So yeah, just bear that in mind, guys, when you are out there shopping, looking around for a mill, find out what the after sales is like by joining the groups,
Yes.
by joining the social media groups and saying, what's the after sales like? What's parts like? Am I expecting breakages and things like that? You know, shit happens, guys. You know, so it is what it is. But no, thank you. Appreciate
Thank you,
that.
Nick.
Thank you for your time.
Great chatting. Great working alongside you.
Oh, hey, I've enjoyed Josh being here as a swamper. You know, I've been spoiled. We've got some very big timbers here. haven't
Yeah,
we?
there's some good weight in some of these boards. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's been a blessing having this Sani 8-ton behind us as well, just to be able to take the log off the mill and roll it on the deck, on the floor. it's not plausible.
These sanding machines are amazing.
They are really nice. But you know, we two of us on the cant hooks, and we're struggling to turn, weren't we? So
Right.
it's like,
That's why I see bolt-on hydraulics in your future.
yeah, I can see a log turner in the future, guys. All right, but I need to make some money first, so yeah. But no, thank you very much. So there we go, guys. We've got Josh Ince right from Norwood here, all the way from Ohio.
Ohio. OH.
OH. I love how they abbreviate your states over there. So, till next time, guys. Well, there'll be another video coming. I think I'm going to show you the OS35, which I like, don't I?
Yeah,
I've mentioned.
You do like that.
I'm liking the look of the OS35, and I know Jerry's mentioned it as well. And you know, it doesn't feel a budget mill anymore.
It's starting to get some meat to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're certainly rising up that quality and capacity.
Absolutely.
And you know, they've got another engine in that one, so it's not a 14 horse Briggs and Stratton. Is that what you deal in the States as well with the Briggs?
Yep.
So it's not
the 31s and the 27s.
Yeah, so 27 and the 31s are the 14 horsepower, but now it's got a 22 horse
Ratto engine.
Ratto engine, and it's a V-twin as well, so it's going to be nice and quiet, nice and smooth.
Torquey.
I can talk, but that is talking. But it's nice to see. I like that. Yeah. So and guys, if I hadn't have bought, if the OS35 was out at the time of the 27 when I was buying, I think I'd get the 35. So there we go.
Well done.
Right, guys, we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks very much. See you later. Okay, so just on the back of that video that we've been talking with Josh for, which I thank Josh for, we forgot to mention a band that is going to be taking the Norwood forward in terms of the blades. So as you know, the Sabertooth Classics, they're like Marmite. You like them, you love them, you hate them, right? So I think they're trying to experiment. They're trying to find out what's different, what's better. And this is a blade that is already available in the States and in Canada, but not in the UK as yet. They are coming, but if you need them, after I've talked about them, phone up Andy Dudley from Global Machinery Solutions and talk to them about the blades. What this blade here is, it's still a Sabertooth blade, but it's the Stellite tipped blade. So this is every third tooth has a Stellite welded tip on it. The reclaim is 20 times longer, I'm hearing, but I have not yet to experience this, so we will find out what that will be like in terms of real world milling when I get back home to my happy place, and we'll get it on the mill. I'll have the hour meter written down, and we'll see how many of these, how many logs we can put through this one blade. Now we're talking what, 2 to 3 hours a blade, in rough sense. So if this is going to say that it's going to do 20 to potentially 40 hours, it's a lot of milling. So I'll be keen to see just how much these bands hold up. So I say every third tooth is a Stellite welded tip, and it's on the central raker, and it does, looking at it, it does look a little bit wide. It's about just off the set of the teeth. I know you can't see it, the GoPros are terrible for seeing anything close up, but I think it's going to do good. And from what I've heard about Stellite blades, not just the Sabertooth ones, but from other Stellite blades, they're very good, guys. So yeah, I can't wait to give them a try. So I just want to mention them. If you're in the States, get in touch with Norwood. They have them already. Yes, they're a bit more expensive, but if they last that much longer, then they are worth the money. And they can be sharpened They can be sharpened on a CBN wheel or aluminium oxide, but really a CBN wheel would be beneficial, you know, in the diamond wheels. So yeah, there's that. So there we go, guys. Just check them out, you know, see if they can get 1 band, see if you can get 5 bands. I know that that's all they're selling them eventually in the UK in batches of 5, so see what you think. But I'll be giving my opinion and my feedback on these when I get back to my happy place and my mill in my own time, and we'll get to see just what the mill can do with them. So yeah, thought I'd just add that one on. So thanks very much again. I'll catch you all on the next one. Okay guys, right, so I didn't show the OS 35 whilst I was at the show. Just everything went on, and there was a lot of stuff going on. And you know what, guys, I'm so gutted as well, because I really wanted to show you. So I'm on the web page here, Frontier Sawmills in the States, and I thought it's best to show you. So here's the OS 35 on the web page. You can go and check this out yourselves, but I tell you what, guys, this is just a different engine. So as you can see, up here, the Rato engine, the 22 horse V-twin electric start, that's just going to be great for you know, the wide boards, the wide logs that you're going to go through. Still the very similar track style to like my OS 27, and looks to be the same bunk style with as the OS 27, but this one seems to have the what's it called, the stainless steel capping. So that's a good touch for if you're milling anything like oaks or even ash. That seems to take some tanning out of it. So looking at these pictures, though, look how customizable the OS 35 can really be. You know, we're talking about these extended legs, we're talking about these new bunks. Look, they're just like mine. We've got the full hydraulic kit, log turner. It looks to be so customizable that I think the Frontier OS 35 took a new and different approach, and I think for a budget mill, it's definitely worth the value. With, well, obviously it's a budget mill, but it can be added on so much. So there's like a real world life picture of it. That's with the, looks to be like the old style bunk capping, the bunk style. Let's try and find, I mean, you know, that looks like a fairly big cant. It looks like maybe it's a 12 by 12, 12 by 16, 16 by 16, something like that, maybe something around that. But yeah, that engine, that V-twin engine, looks very nice indeed. It's still got like the steel guarding around it, which I like that touch. And it looks to still use the same terrible tap that are right through the range. But you know, it's not a bad looking mill at all. And look at that, just looks really nice. That it looks like the OS 35 can be added with a trailer package, but I don't know about the UK, so I would have to find out if somebody asked about that. Also, you can't see it on this picture, but where the log dogs are located, they're actually located on the bunks themselves. They're bolted to the bunks, and they look very sleek, very nice, and I thought that's a good touch, that. But you would have to make sure that your bunks are in the correct place for dogging the log down, because like the OS 37, I could put mine bang in between a bunk. So if I only had a 4 foot section, that would be fine. I don't think there's any more pictures, there isn't. So, you know, you get the 22 horsepower Rato V-twin electric start engine for $7,797. I don't know what that is in with all like taxes and everything else you've got to pay. But you can see there that they've got the track towing bundle with a 7 foot track extension, manual log loading, you know, the blades, towing kit with the support jacks, the hydraulic log handling system. That's near enough the same price of the mill again. You know, the auto blade lube system. So there's lots and lots to go at. You know, look at that. It's a 35-inch log diameter with a finish board width of 33 inches. Now that's amazing. I mean, you know, my HD38 is pretty much on par with that. So yeah, I think it's a really good mill, and I think it'll be, you know, especially for those who just want to dabble out of the beginner side of stuff. It's definitely up there, so that it's, you know, available for the future. So yeah, it's got the auto locking saw head like what, you know, that my OS 27 has got. It's got the 22 horsepower Rato engine. It's an adjustable blade guide, but I think that's still on ceramics. Looking at that, if I remember rightly, similar log clamps, which, yeah, the log clamps are okay, but the log rests are, yeah, they could be a little bit changed. So yeah, I think it's a very capable mill. I would definitely look to getting one in the future. You know, if I wasn't in the HD38, seeing that one on the stand, it definitely impressed me. So, you know, don't let it put you off there. It's a budget mill. I think it'll be very, very capable. So yeah, I'm not sure what the different log bunks were all about, but it seems to be that the standard ones are just, unless it's for the hydraulic package. So yeah, there's the OS 27. Like, man, I'm wondering if they've changed these guards, you know, because they're all black now, whereas mine's like this yellow or creamy colour. But there you see the 14 horse, the 13.5 horsepower engines on the 31 and the 27. It comes with a 22 horsepower Rato engine, or it can come with the 3-phase 8 kilowatt electric motors, or 11 kilowatts. So that's a good touch. Takes the 167-inch saber-tooth blades, or any other blades for that matter. So that's the same as the HD38, whereas the 31 and the 27 take the 144-inch. So it comes with the scale, obviously. It comes with the adjustable blade guides, which is the same blade guide system. Yep. They're fixed and adjustable. So yeah, I would say that they were the ceramics. 4-gallon tank. That's a good size tank. So yeah, centrifugal clutch right through. It's got all the same. Yep. So yeah, I think, you know, it's definitely customizable though. It's definitely up there so that you can, if you want to grow with it, you can. So I'm impressed with it. When I seen it, I was impressed with it, and I think anybody else seeing it definitely would be impressed. I mean, it's truly a big size mill. It's no small size anymore. And look at that extra kit there. That just looks mean now. It looks a very capable mill. So I thought I'd share you this bit of video first with you at the end of the video, because I didn't do it, and hopefully it does you justice. My hands-on experience looking at it and feeling it, it was very nice indeed. So I hope that helps, guys, and any questions I'll try and answer the best I can. So that's it for now. Thank you very much.